Good morning. My name is Christopher Leslie, and I wanted to make this video because I want to share some transparency with you. I recently was diagnosed with prostate cancer, and 1 out of 4 men will develop prostate cancer. And I want to take the power away from the word, in that I understand God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. At the same time, we deal with a duality. We deal with the fact that when we are spiritually secure, we know that God can do anything. But at the same time, we're still in this flesh, and this flesh falls short. This flesh experiences pain. This flesh still experience fear and anxiety. But we know that God can and God will meet every need according to his riches and glory. But at the same time, we cannot be so spiritually minded that we're no earthly good. I'm sharing this because I want us as men to not be afraid of talking about prostate cancer. When we get so caught up in ourselves, in our manhood, that's a level of pride, and pride comes before the fall. I think too many men, because we are afraid to talk, may not treat this very treatable disease. And as a result of kicking the can down the road, you don't get rid of the can, it comes back up later. And unfortunately, sometimes when it comes back up, it's too late. Today, I will go and have my first appointment with my radiologist, and we will determine the method of care. I know I have access to the balm in Gilead that can make the wounded whole. I know that Jesus was wounded for my transgressions. He was bruised for my iniquities. The chastisement of my peace was upon him, but by his stripes, I am already healed. If God allowed me to experience this has to have purpose. It has to benefit someone other than me. I know I'm saved. I know I'm healed. I believe it with all my heart. I live by Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not into thine own understanding, but in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. I know God has this. I know I can't count on my own understanding. So now I have to actively acknowledge him in everything so that God can direct my path. This is my mantra. When I wake up in the morning, God, I acknowledge you. When I get ready for a discussion with my wife, God, I acknowledge you as I talk with my wife. God, I acknowledge you as I talk to my children. God, I acknowledge you as I get in this car. God, I acknowledge you on my way to work. Because if I acknowledge God in everything, God directs my path and he makes my day smoother. I know that I may be experiencing some things in the day that may be trying, that may be traumatic, that may be scary. But I'm reminded, like David, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. I know God is with me. But I also have to acknowledge the truth. The truth is, as a human being, as a man still veiled in flesh, I get scared. Men are often told in situations that we have to be strong. But what does strong look like? Does strong mean I'm not supposed to cry? Does strong mean when I speak, my voice is not supposed to crack? Does strong mean I got to face it like a man? What does that mean? Does that mean that I'm supposed to look and pretend that a portion of me is absolutely not terrified that there's something growing in my body that could possibly take me out? This is real. Every one of us, when we were born with a condemnation notice attached to these bodies. Every one of us, when we were born, knows that these bodies, this building is going to be torn down. We just don't know when. So the reality is we all deal with this real thing of understanding that these physical bodies won't last forever. And we'll have to transition from these physical bodies to eternity. We'll have to put down mortality and put on immortality at some point in our lives. So it's okay to say, I'm scared. It's okay to say, I'm anxious about this. It's okay to say these things. But when you give them to God and you start to lean on his strength, that's when you start seeing the perfection and the sufficiency of his grace. So I'm going to be sharing more videos as I go through this process, because I want you to see me walk my faith. Why do I want you to see me walk my faith? Because at some point you're going to go through something. At some point you're going to experience something that is going to be traumatic in your life. And as you watch me walk my faith, I want you to be encouraged that you can walk yours as well. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. And if you accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, if you lean on him, you'll be able to do all things through him also. So be encouraged. Hang in there. Share this with every male in your life. Share it on your Facebook page. Share it on your Twitter. Share it on your TikTok. Share this, because my pain has to have purpose. And if one person can be encouraged, if one person can feel that they're going to be all right through the transparency that I'm sharing through these videos, then it won't be in vain. Again, 1 out of 4 men will develop prostate cancer. But in this process, God will be glorified in this. So until I share my next video, y'all be encouraged. Take care. All right.